For more information about our privacy policy, please visit www.connectnetwork.com. After the beep, press 5 to accept this call. This call is from a corrections facility and is subject to monitoring, recording, and the location of your phone will be obtained. Stay on the line to accept this call. Thank you for using GTL.
I don't consent to recording of my call. Good morning.
Good morning, Sunshine. How are you today?
I'm here. I got a letter from my friend across the pond, and thank you for the information. That individual is not that good. That individual was hired by someone else, and they basically forced them into pleading guilty to something that they were not guilty of. However, the U.S. Concealed Carry Association, uscca.com, I believe it is, or .org, may have a Second Amendment lawyer in West Iowa, Missouri, or Kansas that might be interested in this case, because Stuart Dornan is dead. Sorry. But thank you. If there's a possibility, if I can get a copy of that court order that Rudy was quoting the other day, where he said that the judge recognized my motion and was requiring the U.S. Attorney to reply by the 25th, if that's something that I can get a copy of, I would really appreciate being able to see that. There might be something in there that gives me some insight into what's going on.
Hey, Mike, I was in the shower and I just walked out, but I'm walking to the computer now. The order that I read to you, that docket number, I forget the number. There's no attachment with it. It was, but let me find my glasses. I hate these damn phone calls because you know the fact I can't call you makes it very challenging at times. But I'm trying to find my glasses and then go to my computer because I want to tell you exactly what it says, but I'm having a hard time finding my glasses, which is incredibly frustrating.
Well, is this an actual court order, or is this something somebody wrote and sent you via email?
No, there's actually a website, and it's got a bunch of docket numbers, and the person. Yeah, go ahead.
If it's not the actual court order, then I hesitate to rely on it, simply because just. You never know the sources of information, and it's, as a rule, I've always found it's beneficial to verify anything that that's why it's so important, and that's why I've lost total confidence in this lawyer that they've provided to give me counsel, because number one, he will not answer the questions, he will not provide counsel, he has refused to give me copies of everything filed, he has refused to notify the court on my behalf of the things that I'm needing. And
you have 60 seconds remaining.
But if there's an actual order where the judge has signed off on it, if I can get a copy of that, then I can review it. It might advise me.
Okay.
Also, if someone has the ability to print off the list of who is running for governor of Tennessee, and I would greatly appreciate that if they've got any names and or phone numbers of their campaigns, just in case Governor Haslam does not sign my exoneration petition before he leaves office. I need to be prepared to appeal to the next individual in line.
Okay. I'll try to find out who's running for governor of Tennessee and have that ready when next time you call. We're going to run out of time, but I found this thing about docket number 122, and it's a text order. It says buy on Pacer.
Thank you for using GTL.
Okay, I'm not a legal guy, and all these legal questions drive me freaking crazy. I'm not mad at Mike, but we got some evil I don't even want to go there. I don't even want to go there. It's I wake up in the morning and have to deal with Pacer. It's like a bad start to a morning. PACER. That should be called the Devil's Documentation System.
Hello. This is a prepaid debit call from...
It's me for just a minute. I've been moved to Omaha.
An inmate at the Douglas County Jail. To accept this call, press 0. To refuse this call, hang up or press 1. To prevent calls from this facility, press 9. Hello. This is a prepaid debit call from...
It's me for just a minute. I've been moved to Omaha.
An inmate at the Douglas County Jail. To accept this call, press 0. To refuse it. This call is from a corrections facility and is subject to monitoring, recording, and the location of your phone will be obtained. For more information about our privacy policy, please visit www.connectnetwork.com. After the beep, press 5 to accept this call. This call is from a corrections facility and is subject to monitoring, recording, and the location of your phone will be obtained. Stay on the line to accept this call. Thank you for using GTL.
I don't consent to recording my call. Sorry about that.
No problem. No, I'm glad you called back. I do have some updates. So there's a text number 122. This might be what you were talking about. It says text order granting 121 motion for leaves as to Michael Wayne Parsons. The pro se motion to dismiss 116 is reinstated. Is this what you're talking about? The government's response to...
Yep.
Okay. Now here's the deal. It has a button. And it says buy on Pacer. I click on the button and it says this document is either restricted or cannot be found. So I can't even buy it on Pacer.
Okay.
And I'll keep trying, and maybe if somebody else knows how to get that. The other thing is...
maybe our cohort trader out there can...
Oh, Mike, every single word you say he twists. He's talking about you and I conspiring to take down his YouTube channel, and that I should have my YouTube channel take down. The way he talks to me
No.
Yeah.
We want people to see the garbage that he's putting out. I mean, hopefully this guy will have an epiphany one of these days and wake up and realize he's working for the wrong side. He's counter to the Constitution. If he would read the document, he might have an epiphany. But until this moron reads the document, I apologize if I offend anybody, but the guy is completely bought and sold by this Kool-Aid drinking conspiracy theorist sovereign citizen movement crap that's coming out of the FBI, which the FBI has been exposed now. They're totally fraud. I mean, look at Ruby Ridge. Look at all the people that they've murdered. Look at last January, they shot and killed a woman who was a hostage. They're there to rescue her. What do? They shoot and kill her.
Yeah.
They're complete morons. Oh, and they search an airport, or I'm saying it, with no car, and they claim, oops, we didn't see a gun sitting in a little bitty plane until 2.5 months later. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, wake up, folks. It's a plant. It's a staged event. Wake up.
These people's gods are the state, and they simply will bow down to all law enforcement officials and the FBI and the Department of Justice, and they don't question authority at all, ever. And
it's their sacred. That's their sacred cow. They worship Moloch. They worship the beast. That's their sacred cow.
Yep. And Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam is currently, and I got the candidates. So I don't know if you want me to read them off to you now, or I can stick it in the mail.
No, I don't have time for that.
Okay.
But one thing I did you get the affidavit from Mrs. P?
Yes, I did, and I mailed it to you and her, and so you're both going to get a copy, and we'll see what happens. But it's unsigned, so I mean, she's going to have to sign it.
Yeah, she's got to. It's not an affidavit without a signature.
I know. So
it's a funny thing. It's a funny thing about how this affidavit works. There's not a single affidavit of complaint against me for failure to appear in Tennessee. There was never a warrant for my arrest for failure to appear. The FBI arrested me without a warrant on a state charge where there's no warrant and no affidavit of complaint. Can you imagine that? Guess what? It's supposed to be thrown out.
Yeah.
If they followed their own...
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Ask Mr. Trader to look that up and find out why the FBI is looking for somebody from a low-level state charge of failure to appear in the first place. Yeah. There's no law that supports them going after somebody for a state charge. It's not a federal charge. Come on, folks. Yeah. Wake up.
In his mind, the ends justify the means. All he wants to see is your life destroyed, and he's very condescending. But he does send useful information every now and then. So hey, if he wants to do that,
maybe I can get the audio. Maybe I can get the audio of Mrs. Parsons' trial and sentencing hearing, because I'd like to listen to it, because I don't believe anything that they're saying.
Yeah, I hope so. Oh, what a mess, Mike. But I hope people begin to wake up to how corrupt the FBI is. I totally agree with that.
people are waking up, and that's what scares the hell. They're afraid of people like me standing up and being independent, self-sufficient, self-governing, and living in harmony with all of God.
Thank you for using GTL.
All right, that's Mike getting cut off with his time allotted from prison. Oh, my gosh.